Hello there everyone, my name is Crazy Caleb, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a different intro, because we're going to be dealing with a bit of a weird module called Ultimate Custom Night. So this module is based off of the FNAF game Ultimate Custom Night, and what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be going into one single bomb with UCN. We're only going to be doing one example of this because this module is going to be a constant threat throughout the entire thing, but I figure the way that we're going to want to do this is we're going to want to take a look at how the rules actually work before we actually get into it, because this module is almost like a pseudo-needy / boss, and it will immediately activate throughout the entire bomb, and it will stay activated until the module is solved. And as you can see, after every not ignored module is solved, the module will automatically disarm. So there's going to be a couple of systems that we actually need to figure out how to use. In this case, there's going to be the cameras, the vent system, the duct system, and perks. So the way the camera system works is pretty straightforward, and there's only one animatronic that you actually have to worry about at this time. Every time you solve a module with the vacuum cleaner, Mr. Hugs, will move to another camera. Your job is to find him and close the door below that camera. One door can be closed at a time, and if you solve a module and that door isn't closed, you'll get a strike. Very important to note down. Note that this does not use up battery. This does not use up power, which will be indicated in just a moment. Now the vent system is a little bit weird, is a bit tricky. Two animatronics are in the vent. Mangle is the white fox, and Withered Chica is the duck. There are 3 routes which they can move on. Your job is to snare that route with the light squares on the end of them before they'll get through. One snare can be active at a time. Withered Chica always goes to the right route, but Mangle always goes on a random route, so you don't know exactly where Mangle's going to go. And if any of them get to the end of your route, you'll get a strike, and the animatronics will go back to the start again. You can also prevent them from getting into your office by closing the front vent door by pressing W. This you can actually use your keyboard to actually use, but this does also consume powder, remember. Now, onto the duct system. The duct system is a bit interesting. 2 animatronics are in the duct. Pink is Pig Patch, and purple is Mr. Hippo, and your job is to prevent them from reaching the end, obviously. And they can only get through the duct if that is open. So, press the open duct button that is lit to open the duct and close the other. You can place audio lure in every corner to lure the animatronics there. Audio lure can only be used in one corner at a time, and if any of them reaches the open end of the duct, you'll get a strike. Note, you do not see the power nor change the music. You don't see the power nor can change the music while in the duct system while it's selected. Now, with perks, this is where you're going to find your music box in, and this is going to be used on these 2 other animatronics that we need to pay attention to. One of them is Afton. Afton is actually his own separate thing, and Chica is the one that we're going to want to really focus on here. Chica is probably the biggest nuisance of the entire bomb, because of the fact that you'll see in just a moment, Chica is constantly making noise with pots and pans in the kitchen. This is why I'm going to make sure that I turn my game volume down so you guys can actually hear me. Because Chica is really, really annoying. She might get bored of the music playing, and if you hear her noise stop, you have a short time to click on the change music button before she gets mad and strikes you. I'm not sure what the actual time for that is, but I want to say that it's like somewhere between 30 to 60 seconds. It's enough time to get you to change the music box, but make sure you don't get tricked by her because she might stop for like a couple seconds, but then she'll start banging pots again. And the reason why I say this is because changing the music before her noise stops will cause a strike. It's very important, and this one is going to get you probably the most. And the global music box perk calms her down, which you can find here. And finally, the power management. You can see the available power and current consumption on the bottom right corner, and let's actually load up the module now. So you can see it in the bottom right, and if there's a consumption bar after usage, the available power starts to decrease with its decreased speed, depending on its consumption. And if the power counter reaches 0, the bomb will detonate instantly. And as you can see, Chica's pots are banging like crazy. Now, the last animatronic that I forgot to cover was Afton. Afton is going to attack, and he's going to be very obvious when he attacks. When Afton attacks, he will make a rattling noise, and lights will start flashing all over the room. You'll know when you see this, trust me. Quickly close the side vent door by pressing F to prevent him from striking, and he keeps consuming power. And Afton won't attack more than once per UCN module, so it's actually quite nice. He will pretty much only attack once, and you'll know exactly when he does it, and then he's done. He's never going to come back. Just like this, right now. We're going to be pressing F. As you can see, the lights are flickering. You can hear my startup sound. We're pressing F. and it's safe to say that the attack is over. So now we can press F to get rid of that bar, and now Afton will never bother us again in the night. As you can see, we've got power and usage. We've got our vent system here. We've got our duct system. That's currently closed right now. We're good to go. And we have our perk system. Chica's still moving around. Okay, good. And we have Mr. Hugs, as you can see with the vacuum here. There's going to be 3 different cameras, and we want to make sure that the door is blocking. That we block the camera where he's at right now. All right, vent system's looking good. Duct system's looking good. Let's place an audio cue in a corner here. Let's place that. They'll be going towards that. And we're going to pay attention to these guys. And as you can see, this is the way the module works. Now, the only one that actually interacts with the solves is actually going to be Mr. Hugs. So in this case, he's going to be moving around on a camera every solve, apparently. He's not going anywhere with this one. I believe Chica's done. No, she's not. Still going around. Let's continue solving mods. And maybe we just have to get off the camera for him. Looks like Mangle's coming down here. I believe Chica's done. Okay, let's go now to Global Music Box. Let's change the music. And now we're good to go. So yeah, as you can see, she went off. The Chica went off for just a moment there without any pots, and we were able to essentially set her back to her initial state where she's actually changing, where she's actually banging pots again. Now we've got Withered Chica coming up on the right side. We've got Mangle coming up on the top here. We need to make sure that we pay attention to these, and Mangle just resets. So now we can block off the right side. This does not consume power. And let's set one to the corner here. I think we have to get rid of it. But yeah, these ones are not too bad to worry about. Just make sure that you pay attention to them in some way, shape, or form. And that's really it to this mod. It's just knowing how the system works, knowing what these guys want to do and how they work. And that's really all you need to know, honestly. It's not too bad to understand. It's just Chica is just constantly annoying during this entire mod. So let's click off the screen. Let's see what happens if we just continue solving mods. And let's make sure that we block off his door, because we need to be careful and make sure that we don't miss him. Yes, he does move right now. And now, where is he at? He's right here. We make sure we block that off before we solve another mod here. And Withered Chica is now back. We can get rid of this one whenever Mangle comes around. Let's see where Mangle's going to go. I believe Mangle is likely going to go down. But Mangle's path is random, remember. Oh, nope, they're going right, so we can just leave that there. And apparently these guys are kind of stuck messing around with the audio cue. That's quite nice. Okay, Mr. what's his name? Mr. Hippo is coming down. And it appears that they're kind of stuck in a loop, it seems. So let's continue solving mods. But that's really all there is to this mod. Mr. Hugs is right there. We'll block off that door. Okay, he's moving around. Where is he? He's right there. Vent system is looking good. Alright. Let's do an audio cue there. Let's continue solving. Okay, where's Mr. Hugs right now? Mr. Hugs is right over here. Let's block that off. And things are looking good so far. Power is definitely 96. It's definitely doing really well. We don't have to worry about Afton anymore because he gets out of the way early. But it's very important that you know that that exists. And you need to press F on the actual keypad, on your actual keyboard to prevent him from going in. And let's take a look at duck. Ooh, open duck. Okay, now let's prevent these guys from coming in over here. Let's get a sound cue. Get them over here. And things should be pretty good. Locked off the door. And now we can continue solving mods. Let's take a look at Afton now. Let's take a look at Mr. Hugs rather now. Right here. Okay. Oh, that's Chica done. Chica's not making noise anymore. Let's change the global music box. And let's change the music. And we're good to go. Turn it back off. And that's all you really need to do with Chica. That's all you really need to do. You'll know it when you hear it. Just give it a couple seconds. Make sure that Chica's actually done in the pot, making her pots and pans in the kitchen, and you should be good to go. That's all you really need to do. Because they are coming. No, they are not going over to the right. I'm going to close this duct anyways because I don't know when Mr. Hippo is going to be coming down. Or maybe they're not. Let's continue solving mods, and let's close this tutorial off. So we have Mr. Hugs over here. They're doing fine. They take a really long time to do, actually, to prevent them from coming in. Just even to get around, essentially. And overall, not too bad. We're doing really good right now. Is that Chica done? I think it's Chica done. Yep. Global music box on. Yeah. So an important thing to note is that if you turn on the global music box, you actually have to change the music in order for Chica to actually do anything. If you turn the global music box on, it will not receive a strike, but changing the music now will give you a strike. Event system and Duct System. Here's as if they're coming in. Also, the highlights on this are a bit weird. I gotta say. There we go. Event time coming in. Have to put an audio cue over here, or they're just coming down. Nope. Okay. And I'd say let's solve this module. And that's really it to it. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to stay crazy, stay cool, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.